Hey! Get it! Focus! He falls on me, and now it's called the demonstration, basically or explanation of Aikido, explanation of what we saw today. As I indicated earlier, we've been doing this for some time, and actually my job has become progressively easier each year, so something has picked up and do the demonstrations that I used to do myself. So I didn't have to do very much this year. I'm very happy about that because it shows that the standard in the dojo is lifted, and each year it's been a little bit less, a little bit less. And this year it's been quite easy for me. All I have to do is turn up and talk. Very easy. But I think everyone has seen a wide range of Aikido. I'd just like to point out a few aspects of it. There are some people I know haven't taken Aikido before. For those who haven't seen it before, I'll try and point out one or two things. Firstly, the Aikido itself is derived from the battlefield, but it's been pacified. And you can see within the Aikinetic forms that we practiced earlier, that form, it looks almost violent. But it's not our idea to make violence. It's our idea to avoid or to nullify or to minimalize the opportunity of the other person to attack us. Where that really comes from is understanding the sword and how the sword is applied. So, thank you. Grab the book. Okay. Well, that's good. The idea of this is that the sword really should not make contact. It's about moving out of the way. So each time we practice, and if Harry comes to attack me Shomanuchi, I'm moving to clear myself of this weapon, and I'm bringing my weapon to bear. If I just escape, I don't make contact with him. So I can't simply move out of the way because then he'll raise his weapon again and I will not gain any advantage. It must be that each time we move, I'm looking to move somewhere where he doesn't expect me to be. And with the swordsmanship, the good thing about Japanese martial arts is that everything was a high literacy rate amongst samurai, and so everything was documented. And so they would have duels or have battles, and they would come back and they documented what happened, and then historians could understand what happened. Now, when we stand like this, there's no real opening. This is more of a formal training position. What should happen, what you would have seen in the previous sword demonstration, is from time to time, one swordsman would just let his sword drop. The other swordsman would see that as a target, and he would commit and make a mistake of overextending himself and coming into range of the opposite weapon. But that's the base of swordsmanship. It's not about blocking an oncoming assault like this. It's about moving out of the way, letting the attack go past and gaining an advantage. Then, part of what you saw then was people stepping out of the way. So as the partner attacked, he moved somewhere where the sword wasn't, you had an advantage. And that's really where Aikido started to come from. So you can take the person's weapon. One of the things that I find interesting about this is that he's allowed me to take his weapon. And this might be a bit hard to understand, but if he doesn't want me to take his weapon, he can't attack me. Because if he's worried about me doing that, he won't come close. And that becomes a bit of the psychology of Aikido as well. Everything that we do is about allowing us to be safe. It's about allowing the other person to feel their personal advantage. We don't muscle up to our partner, we don't lift our arms or anything like that. We're allowing him to come, if he wants to strike me, strike. I just move and freely take situation as it comes. If I bring my hands up immediately, maybe he'll strike to the face, maybe he'll strike to the body. I can't predict. But if I give him an easy target, it makes it easier for me to predict where he's going to attack, and it makes him think or attack very freely, which gives us a great advantage. Grab those. Let's leave it on the floor. Now, another of the great things about Aikido is that it's good for smaller people and bigger people. Right? Now, again, we'll go this way. If you grab, I'm not physically able to move. I can't just lift my arm. I'm not strong enough. If I move my body, I'm able to freely move around. And the principle of this now is that I'm not rooted to the ground. I'm free to move. If I panic because he's caught my arm, if my concentration goes into this point, I start to fight him where he's strong. And I change the direction that I put my energy into. And so wherever the person grabs me, that's a point that I ignore. Right? I concentrate on finding somewhere easy to move. And so the whole movement becomes very fluid, very easy to do. That's it. With our basics, and again, we'll go this way. The basic techniques that we practice have everything stepped out. So when we practice, we come in, the partner grabs, and we know it's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, finish. These are called kata, which basically means shape. Once you have that shape, you can move it any which way form you want to. Each time he grabs, I'm going to move freely. The idea then is not set, right? It's free movement. But in order to move freely, you have to have base. If you don't have base, there's no roadmap to follow. It's a beginning point to learn our techniques. Right. Sometimes we do these techniques where the partner grabs from behind, it's all about controlling my arm. So if I can draw a weapon, I would. With my arms set, right, with my arms free, I'm free to draw weapons. So the samurai form was control the arms, you don't let them draw the weapons. And so the attack is kind of weird. And again, if I move my arms, I'm not strong enough to break out of this position, but if I move my body, very easy. And each time he comes to grab me, he's putting his strength into that point. What I need to do then is move my legs, move my body, lead him out. The idea now is that I freely move, right, and I don't have to worry about which way I go. Each time I move, I'm trying to keep my body upright and keep my balance and move as freely as I possibly can. Thank you. Now, the Yoshinkan Aikido that we do here is based on the principles that our teacher taught us, and everything is set, right, so that it's easy to learn. But once you've learned it, it's easy to move randomly, to apply it in different ways. And what I've found is that it's not just martial arts that it's applicable to, it's communication, it's understanding, human relationships. I'm not looking to be the winner. I'm looking to have an advantage, and it should be clear that when we move, we're not necessarily seeking just to be the boss. but try to move in a way that the other person can freely move as well. And I guess the best, Harry please, best example of that is, again, Shomuchi, if I try to dominate him with strength like this, I'm not able to. Harry's intent is to hit me this way. Now if I push back, right, we're relatively matched in size and strength, it becomes a stalemate. But rather than that, what Aikido teaches us and has taught me is that when I meet aggression, when I meet opposition to my ideas, instead of trying to push back, I let them come forward. And I gain an advantage from that. And each time I move, I'm not trying to control him in a way that's through my strength, it's through my balance. I'm moving my body freely, letting my mind go wherever I want to go. If I don't, if I get caught up with a particular idea, you don't get to move. Your body won't let you move. But if you can just freely move around, everything becomes very nice and fluid.
Oh.
Okay, thank you, Harry. I think we'll wrap up our demonstration today at that point. We're going to have